How can it be raining? What? No way! Ah.
Et des vagues de dunes pour arrêter les vagues et de vagues rochers que les marées dépassent et qui n'ont à jamais le cœur.
Hi and welcome to Wannago Biking and good morning from Ostende, where I'm about to leave where I'm about to leave for Ypres, so back to the start. In fact, I had a fantastic host last night from Vrienden op de Fiets, so sort of the Dutch version of warm showers, and again that was absolutely super, very nice to meet people, like-minded people of course. Now I'm heading towards an electric appliance store because I'm missing a few cables. Must have lost them along the way, and then it should be along the coast for a bit, so yeah, let's see what today brings. See you later. Just noticed quite a few pictures here along this trail. I think there's quite a few bunkers and the Atlantic Wall remnants thereof. So yeah, let's see what we can find. So yeah, just left Ostende behind. Now a bit in the dunes and then up to Newport for lunch, hopefully. As you can tell, around these parts the war, that's the first World War I, that is, still plays a very important role here. I think we'll find quite a few more items about that war along the way today. So I think, like in Brussels, they created a bit of a cartoon theme here along this stretch of the beach, so that should be fun. I think it's another 10k to Newport, and yeah, coffee and something for sure. Another cute one, Robidus. Very nicely made. Cool. Lambic. He's missing his hair. I think he used to have 3 or 6 little strands of hair on top. Oh, that was cool. It's really quite a few of them. So, who's this character? Cedric. Never heard of him. Marsupilami. So, they're at night. Cool. Wonder how many there are. It's gonna take a while. Well. Yeah, alright, we know him. That's a nice piece of art. Wow, look at that. Well, like pretty much everywhere else in the world, hideous buildings along the coastline, but they're trying to, yeah, fancify it up with some really nice artwork, I feel. Yeah, as you can see, the wood has turned. It's about 15 degrees colder, which is absolutely fine by me. Just hope it stays dry, because that would be, yeah, weird. Okay, let's go. Well, let's call this style eclectic. Gosh. Very famous tram line here in Belgium, all along the coastline. I think that up ahead is the King Albert I Memorial. Not quite sure if he was a good king or not, because the Belgians have had their fair share of absolute idiots. Well, it's a big monument. So here we are, Newport, in the River IJzer, which translates as iron. Nice. Catasas. Okay. Okay. different type of beach weather than yesterday. So it's 17 degrees I've noticed. That's a whopping 20 degrees lower than yesterday. Well, I'll take this any day. Right, that's the Le Grand Pardon. Right. Okay, well. Wow, that's a funny one. Or else. Very nice. This should be fun. I'm riding along an old railway track again, and this one to Dixmuiden, 13k away. Hopefully I can get a coffee there, because yeah, the waiter at the cafe in Newport failed to deliver coffee twice, so oh well, fingers crossed. How can it be raining? What? No way! So this is quite a poignant statement, I think. I believe it's called Christmas Truce. I'm not sure if it's mentioned here somewhere. That's another memorial or impression of the war. Let's see what it's called. Some info over there, I think. To be a sober commemoration of local events, right? Yeah, it's quite impressive what they're doing here in terms of commemoration. So yeah, we will be passing by Flanders Fields, a very famous poem. That's next to Ypres, but 40k before that. Alright, see you later. Where's that rainbow? Well, that was a nice save. Just in the nick of time. I think it's 5 to Dixmuiden. I was hoping to get some coffee there, but I see some more rain on the radar, so I think I'm going to skip that and head straight to Ypres, because yeah, I don't want to be caught up in a storm or something. Alright, see you later. Quite a peculiar tower. Water tower maybe? I don't know. Right, no more war. Nie wieder Krieg, nooit meer oorlog. It's a museum, I think. It's really amazing, spectacular place, and good to see that yeah, the commemoration is so vivid here. Well, they have to with all the crazy wars that have been fought over this land. Well, it would have been nice to make some drone shots, but honestly I'm not going to do that. That feels like complete sacrilege. Yeah, all the respect for yeah, for the dead, obviously. Alright, I'll still have 35 or so to do, so let's get a move on. Iron Tower. Massively impressive. Well, this could be pretty much anywhere in the Netherlands as well. Funny. Hey, come to sunny Belgium. Aha. Ah. Bugger. Well, rain's not going to subside for another hour it seems, so I'm just gonna go for it. It's another 10 kilometers, so yeah, not the end of the world, and I have a day off tomorrow, so I can do a bit of laundry and bike maintenance and maintenance on myself. But yeah, there was zero chance of rain pretty much today, so this is a bit of a surprise. But then again, after 38 degrees yesterday, something had to give, I suppose. Right, yeah, I won't be doing the Ypres tour now because yeah, I hope tomorrow's going to be dry, if anything that Friday when I leave for France again. So yeah, well, thanks for watching as always. Enjoy your ride, stay safe out there, and I hope to see you when it's dry. All right. Absolutely wanted to come here, this memorial, Flanders Fields. I think what I'll do is, by the magic of editing, I'll edit another scene because I'm only a few kilometers out from Ypres now. So if tomorrow or Friday is dry, then I'll come back and hopefully find some info, because first thing I'm going to do now is hopefully find the apartment and get dry again. Standing at the John McClay
Alright,
see
you
Memorial.
later.
Just outside of Ypres, as I promised yesterday, because yeah, the weather was so piss poor. I didn't feel like spending too much time outside anymore. But yeah, like everywhere in Flanders, way too many cemeteries. So the memorial to the 49th West Riding Division and the Essex Farm Cemetery. Canadian research in Belgium. So this is the, I would say, very famous poem in Flanders Fields, the poppies flow. To volunteer to go to war. Whew. That's something, eh? So this is a bunker? What is it? I'm quite sure. Ah yeah. So students of civil techniques here in Ypres helped renovate this bunker. Flanders Fields Museum. Right. We are heading to the main port now. So Wednesday evening, after lots of rain, I didn't expect that so many tourists. Oh wow. This is a very small replica of the main port. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. unveiled. The Embassy of Nepal. Huh. Wow. It's quite an impressive ceremony to witness, really. So I encourage everyone to attend this, but then way earlier than I do, because half an hour is not enough apparently. I think you'd have to stand in line maybe even an hour or so before 8 o'clock. It's a good thing they said do it. I mean, 54,000 anonymous soldiers, Commonwealth soldiers who lost their lives. Yeah, it's fantastic to commemorate in the way they do. Alright, let's just walk this absolutely beautiful part of the ramparts. Back to the apartment, and tomorrow we head over to France. See you later.
Quand le vent est au sud, écoutez-le chanter, le plat pays qui est le mien.